Well, we picked who we thought would win. One of us was right, and one of us was wrong. I wonder which one was right.
Oh, boy.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me.
It's lunchtime. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Lunch with the Clydesdale, where all we ask of you is that you hit that like button, or you hit that subscribe button, or how about this? Hit them both. Hit them both. Tell us you like us. That's all we want. Hell, tell us you don't like us. People like to do that too. We'll take either. But we're here for you every day at lunchtime to just hang out, talk about what's going on in the CrossFit space, maybe some entertainment, maybe some sports will leak in. I got to tell you, man, I am not ready for the open. And I'm not even talking from an athlete perspective or doing the workout. Like, so much happened yesterday to try to keep up with. I'm not in media shape yet for the season. It came like a wrecking ball, as Miley Cyrus would say, and like smacked me right in the face.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So like after the show yesterday, I always upload the audio versions to Spotify and iTunes and all that kind of stuff to get that out. And then I was preparing for the open announcement. The open announcement came, watched all that, and then I just needed to detox.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, there's all this trade talk about Tyson Bagent, my Chicago Bears quarterback, rogue athlete, CrossFitter, getting traded. And it is heating up big time.
Arizona, isn't it? That's the latest.
That was the initial. Now we're talking Atlanta. Now we're talking Pittsburgh. Now we're talking, like, it is literally heating up. And one, I love Tyson. I want him to be a Bear. He is, I think, one of the best backups in the league. But I also think he's one of the best 32 in the league and deserves a shot at being a starter. So, like, I don't know. So I had to dive into that, and then I just had to, like, get away from it for a couple minutes. And then this morning I'm back at it, trying to prep for today's show and watching as much stuff as I could. But it's crazy. It's crazy. And it looks like a lot of people would take him. I don't know why Andrew Sten wants him in Cincy. They have Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is one of the top 4 quarterbacks in the league, not top 32.
Right.
Ramirez says, bring him to Steeler country. Texans would be okay. Yeah. But you know what made me the most happy coming into the chat today? That we have impacted people's lives. And you know how I know that?
Oh,
how'd you do, Trent?
Yeah, I saw that.
Vicky called her Trent.
Poor Winter has an actual name.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, we have set a series of events in motion that cannot be undone.
They cannot be. Forever she will be known as Trent Olive.
Oh, okay.
She got 230. And she's saying she's old and she'll take it. I don't think she's that old, but
no, she doesn't seem to be that old, that's for sure. That's a lot of reps, dude.
It is. That's very impressive. Very impressive. John Jenkins, happy hour only at lunchtime. Rarely get to catch you live. Yeah. I barely get to catch us live too. But I'm here live today.
I feel like I'm pretty live.
So it went off yesterday. And we got the workout. And I probably should have pulled it up. If you don't know it, you probably aren't watching the show.
Or anything at all. You've been under a rock for the past 24 hours or so.
The most convoluted rep scheme in the history of CrossFit, maybe. Do they have it? The games?
I would say it's the most unique I've seen.
Wow. I don't see the workout posted on the CrossFit Games site. That is an oversight.
I mean, go to their Instagram. It was
That's
up
where I'm
there.
at, dude.
I got a screenshot of it from their Instagram.
Okay, I've got the story. It's on their story. All right, here we go. If you did not see this yesterday, this is the workout. There we go. It is 20 wall ball shots, 18 box jump overs, 30 wall ball shots, 18 box jump overs, 40 wall ball shots, and then 18 medicine ball box step overs into 66 wall ball shots, back down into 18 medicine ball box step overs, 40 wall ball shots, and all the way back down to 20. 12-minute AMRAP, 10-foot target for men, 9-foot target for women, 20-pound ball for men, 14-pound ball for women. So, how do you feel? Someone's asking that. How does Corey feel about this one?
So this is what I told people this morning. Because I went and judged one of my athletes this morning, and I said, so this is a good news, bad news situation. The good news is it's only 12 minutes long. The bad news is that it's 12 minutes long. Depends on how you take that. And so, personally, I am really good at box jump overs, and I am pretty solid for my size and wall ball shots. So this is gonna hurt a lot.
Colten disapproved my short guy excuse. He sure did.
I'm just saying, dude. He smashed it yesterday. He absolutely smashed it. Showed out for us short people.
And thank you, Jenny. Yeah, they could pin it now since the How to Watch is over, and they had the highest day one views in open history. We were going to talk about that too.
Yeah. This is actually a good workout for me, and by good, I mean that it's gonna make it hurt this afternoon. I mean, they all hurt, but like this is when I got to kind of grit my teeth and just keep moving.
Yeah, I think you can call it a tall guy workout because of the wall balls if you want to and the step up overs. But at the end of the day, this is a lot of volume in a short amount of time, and your fitness capacity is going to outweigh, I think, any of the tall or short structure of your body.
Yeah. Colten was saying it this morning, and it's true for me too, is that it's not the squat. I can squat all day. I can squat with a wall ball until the cows come home, but it's where I'm going to get fatigued is the throw, right? The second part of that wall ball, the important part or whatnot. So for me in particular, having a solid strategy before I start is key. I think the box jumps are your throttle for the average person, because if you go and just blast through the 18, now you're back at the ball. Now you've got an elevated heart rate that was probably way higher than it was when you were just steadily throwing wall balls, and you're going to sit there and spend way more time staring at the ball than you will throwing it at the target. So smooth on the box jump overs, get back to the wall ball, and then knock out. My time will be, Jenny, I appreciate your confidence in me. I'm not going to have a time, boo-boo. There ain't no way that's happening. If I get through the 40 and then back on to the box jump overs after that, I'll be satisfied. To be fair, I'm going to be satisfied no matter what I do. So whatever that ends up looking like. But through the 66 and then back onto the other side.
She's laughing at you now.
Yeah, she understands.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Winter. My time is 12 minutes. That's what my time's going to be. I don't know. So tiebreak times after each set of step overs, right, or jump overs, whatever you're at right there. So whatever that ends up looking like, I honestly, my knee's been tight for basically since I got back from Fitness of the Coast, and it still is. And I've been trying to do everything I can to kind of get it loosened up some. So I'm hoping that by the time I get there this afternoon, get a good warm up in, it won't be too aggravating to where I'm, too one-sided as opposed to the other one. But we'll see. Either way, I'm doing it once and calling it good. So one of my training partners yesterday, the only way I'm redoing this is if like my wall ball explodes on a rep or like the box just falls out from underneath me, and like it'd have to be something completely catastrophic for me to redo this one.
Sean in Oregon says, I drop my arms after each toss up, giving my shoulders like a half-second rest rather than keeping my arms up the whole time. Saw Colten do that. It really helped. I try to do that. I am not good. I'm not good at that. I want to, for some reason, my body just wants to keep my arms up the whole time.
It never feels like I'm actually doing less work. It just feels like I am swinging my arms around and adding more cardio that I don't need. Like I'm adding an arm swing in the middle of it. So I'm the same way. I'll come down to here, right? I'll throw and then here and then kind of catch it on the down, but I'm never doing all of that.
Did you see Fuselage's tips?
No, I did not.
So the holding of the ball is the best part of this video.
Oh, I bet.
Just like a short second to get to it, but I'm going to play it because you guys, it is freaking hilarious. She is a content queen. I think this is it. Here we go. Unmuted here.
And I have to figure out how to get that med ball all the way up to that white line. So you bet I'd be trying to figure out all the tips and tricks to this movement. I got 3 for you guys today. Starting with number 1 is how you hold the med ball. Now, it still surprises me to this day how many people I see trying to hold the med ball off to the sides right here. You want those under the med ball for 2 reasons. 1, when you squat, it's going to help you keep your chest tall and keep you hitting a nice, good bottom position. Also, with my hands on the bottom of the ball like this, I can get a nice little flick of the wrist.
Look at the flick of that wrist.
Flick
of that wrist.
I can kind of use the last little inch I get from my fingertips to toss that guy up there. Flick of the wrist.
Flick of that wrist.
Number 2 is a little bit more of some technical.
Isn't that awesome?
That's fantastic.
It's all about the flick of the wrist.
Flick of the wrist. That's good stuff, dude. Oh, no, Jan.
I have to redo it as I can't count, and done 18 wall balls, 21 box first round. Oh, dude.
That's rough.
Dude.
That is rough.
So bad. So bad. Wow. Yeah, I would hate to redo that.
I got the one I judged this morning is coming back to Friday Night Lights and doing it again this afternoon.
Yeah.
Because she did exactly what I told her not to do right before we started. She's 55 plus, so they can do step overs. And I was like, okay, do not fly through these step overs like your life depended on it. Like, go easy, take your time, make sure you get both feet on the ground each side step before you come back over, blah, 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 whatever. I said, and do not do the first set unbroken. And she did the first set unbroken, and like she was done with her first round in like 40 seconds or something like that. And then it just went downhill from there.
On a brighter note, 26.1 hit 1 million viewers.
Wow.
For the live.
For the live.
For the live. It just hit 1 million as they went off the air. Jenny posted a screenshot of it at 1.2 million.
Yeah.
But I don't know when she took that.
Right.
But it did flick over to 1 million before they went off the live.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, first time ever.
Yeah,
that is a really, really good sign.
Especially considering they were broadcasting in watercolor there for a little while with whatever kind of connection issues they had going on.
First 18 hours, 1.254. That's awesome.
I keep telling people, I told somebody yesterday, I told somebody this morning, it just feels different this year. It really, really does. Like, I feel like there's more, I'm seeing more content from even like from local stuff. Like the gym that used to be our second location, like they're posting more stuff. The places around here are like posting more stuff, getting people excited, getting people involved and whatnot. We officially, as of yesterday afternoon, and that's not still not everybody signed up yet, have more people signed up for the open than we did the year before that. There you go. 212, 734 as of right now.
As of right now.
And we were at what, 196 yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still have a couple more days to collect some open signups. But yeah, nice trend.
Yeah, that's awesome. Feels good. Feels like we're back. It feels like it did whenever I first signed up back in 2018 and things were like peak and starting to kind of come down to the back, you know, come down that other side when people are actually excited to do this kind of shit. I'm pumped, dude. I really am.
Yeah. Aaron Fraser asked the question, I think we all are they real views? And that is the vicious cycle you get into when you buy views. And CrossFit has admitted in the past that they have bought views to try to help promote their video. Right. It doesn't really work that way, right? And now that every time they hit a number, everybody's going to question, are they real or are they not?
What's the boy who cried wolf? Like, if you do it once, now everybody wants to know, did we do it again, right? It's going to take a while before people stop questioning it. Think about, like, Ricky got popped. When he initially came back for the first year or so, everybody's like, oh, yeah, I mean, you know, blah, 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 before they started giving him the benefit of the doubt, and then before he got back in everybody's good graces. So if you buy views and then admit to it, and then, oh, yeah, we got 1.8 million, you know, in the first 18 hours or whatnot. Did you really? Did you? Like, I understand the skepticism.
So we're sitting at 212. Jenny says there's usually a 40 to 60K surge the last 4 days or so before submission closes. I hope so. I predicted yesterday, what, 250?
Yeah. If those numbers are right, I said 275, and that would put us right where I'd be like 2 predictions I got right. Step aside, John Young. Just kidding. Don't step aside, John Young. He's way better at this than I am.
23.1 had 850K. 24.1 had 1 million. But I don't think 24.1 had 1 million live.
No, probably not.
But again, that's when I stopped like paying attention to even my own views compared to others, because I don't know what tactics they're taking to get their views.
No.
And like, I get ads every single day asking me to buy views.
I'm sure.
And to me, the minute you do that, you have no concept as to where you really are. So why would I do that?
No, it's bodybuilder types injecting, what is it, saline water or whatever, some kind of oil, like to pump their muscles up even bigger. It's not real. What good is that doing you other than it looks good at the time?
Right.
I don't like it. Look at Miss Jamie Latimer. I know her.
I know. She probably came in here to argue with me about something.
Well, she's good at it. So,
so yeah. So yesterday's competition, Colten ends up being the winner. Jason Hopper took second. Dallin Pepper third. Austin Hatfield took fourth. So that was the thing. You predicted Colten would win. I saw the workout. I thought my Dallin Pepper picker might. Dallin Pepper picker. Whatever.
Dallin Pepper pickle
peppers, man. Yeah, all of that.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
With my Dallin Pepper pickle peppers pick,
you could have called him James, like Spin did.
But then Colten just, dude, he went dark the whole way. You know, we talked about it this morning on the Savant on the CrossFit Network, that, you know, he didn't like doing what he was doing, but he knew he had to do it to get to where he was. And he just killed it. But I think what and kudos to Colten. Colten won fair and square. Colten crushed that workout. He got 3 no reps on wall balls and still put up that time. I was really impressed with Jason Hopper. He did way better than I anticipated him doing with that type of a workout. He truly is the champ, man. I think because he just won it, we haven't legitimized that yet until we see the consistency after, because he's been so inconsistent before that.
Well, it's like NFL thing, right? What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Like, sure, you won. Cool. That was great. And then you did all right at the last thing you were in. Whatever. Not a big deal. But let's see you continue that before. And look, he's the champ. No question about it. But I like this from him saying, hey, yeah, I am the champ. And here's why. Like, good on him.
Colten showed us the true meaning of going ham. Yes, in more ways than one, David.
Thanks, David. Ask me about my wiener.
You think Sprague will be close to Colten's time or beat Hopper? I think Sprague can. Sprague has shown us that he is in it to win everything. I think, and Sprague, he is much taller than both of them. Those wall balls are going to come easier. The step overs are going to be easier, and James can go dark.
Yeah, he's got his limbs are longer than both of those, if nothing else. Like he's tall, but he's lanky. So like that wall ball throw was almost a wall ball touch at that point. Yeah.
Joseph Ramirez asks, what's more surprising, Jason finishing or Dallin getting capped? Gosh, both were surprising because I would have flipped them in my picks.
Yeah, I would have too.
So to me, it's almost like an equal surprise to me.
I had Colten, then Pepper. That's who would have been my second pick. I actually had Hopper coming in last on this one. So good, kudos on him.
Jamie says Jason finishing was a bigger surprise.
Yeah, I did see that. Colten said he thinks somebody can go sub 11.
Yeah. Amanda says, yeah, I had Colten and Dallin. Our short adventures. Colten said he thinks someone can go sub 11. And Colten said himself, if he doesn't get those 3 no reps, he's at like 11:05.
Yeah.
So it's really close. And then I do think James could do it. So I think it is pretty possible.
Lito brings up a good point right here.
I mean, it is possible these guys are not peaking for the Open. They talked about that with Austin, that Austin takes a bit longer off season than like Colten does in their talks and their discussions. And so I think Austin hit a wall yesterday.
He very clearly.
I don't know how much an Open announcement tells us about how a person's season's going to go.
No.
But man, it looked like a different tier yesterday. And we don't know if that is preparation, whether that is lifestyle change, whether that is just overall fitness level. We don't know any of that at this point. Right? We have one data point.
Yeah. One thing I noticed that it stood out to me in someone played a clip of it this morning, showed all 4 of them, like from the front as they were doing wall balls. And Colten's speed was not the same as the other 3 speed. Jason and Dallin were basically synced up, right? Doing like synchro wall balls. Austin was holding on for dear life. And Colten was doing like a wall ball and a half to everybody else's wall ball. Like it was bananas how much faster he was going. Just cycling.
Yeah. So I thought it was a great broadcast. It deserved the 1 million views. I thought the setting was cool. I thought the helicopter in the background was awesome. I thought the crowd was good. Thank goodness they got the feed fixed just in time.
Yeah.
That would have been a disaster had that feed not cleared up by the time they went to the actual workout or the announcement itself.
Yeah, with the 1992, I'm trying to watch Cinemax at 11 o'clock at night. Broadcast that they had going on.
1980 through the waves. Your 12-year-old boy just trying to find a nip slip somewhere in the.
I saw a nipple. Yeah, and that type of deal. And then a couple of times, like when it was pausing and whatnot, it looked like a watercolor painting to me. That's what I kept saying. Like like I've never even seen that kind of messed up broadcast. Like it looked like the color was just wildly out of sync, that was also wild. But yeah, good on them for figuring it out, recognizing it, figuring it out, and doing whatever they need to do to get it right and get it right on time, because they still started when they were supposed to. So good on them.
Vicky said, I loved that the athletes judged the Coast Guard folks that did it. I do too. It happens at every open. I've been to 2 open workouts live. And both of them, after the elite athletes go, they bring on average Joes to do the workout, and the athletes always judge, which I think is a cool experience for the people who got picked to do that.
Love it. Love it.
Saxon posted one from the last one he did, and I'm actually in the background. And I was like, holy cow, there I am.
That's me.
Yeah, they've done 2 at Rogue here in Columbus, and I've been able to go to both of those. Remember to keep the Mr. Wallball happy. I thought that was I know it's cheesy. But when Dave did the faces on the wall ball, I thought it was awesome.
It's Dave. Like he's a dad. And if you didn't know that before yesterday, you 100% know it now, because that is straight up like dad joke territory right there.
Terry said, and the website wouldn't load, reminded me of the good old days. Well, and that prevents a leak, because if you can't even get the website up, then nobody can find out what the workout is ahead of time.
Dude, like, and I had some of my friends texting me for like 20 minutes after the announcement was over. It was like, can you get the score sheet? And I was like, let me go look. And the app, no, I had to go to games.crossfit.com and like go
getting the
search
gateway timeout for probably 15 minutes, because being 56, it's a different workout for 55 plus. And I was trying to look for that. The scaling is not that much for this one.
No, you got a 9-foot target.
Shanna asked earlier, like, I can't believe they're keeping it at a 14-pound wall ball for the older athletes. For the women, it's 20-pound wall ball for men. So it's, yeah.
But to a 9-foot target.
Complained that it was scaled too much. Now this year they didn't really scale it. So not much to it this year.
No, one of my best friends in the whole world is 55 plus, and he sent me what y'all's is, and it's like still 20 pound, but to a 9-foot target, and you can step over the entire time, which means that you can control your heart rate better on the step over, so you can go harder on the wall balls. Like, it's still gonna suck, right? It's still gonna be so bad. It's still gonna hurt so much, but like, man, I like it. I really do like how it's written. I still don't understand the 66, even with the explanation that they gave, but whatever.
So Terry says, I'm short and old. This is going to hurt. So the next thing I want to talk about is, I think there were 2 epic trolls yesterday by people from CrossFit. One is Mason Startup has done 2 videos bashing Dave Castro about being washed, and we don't squat enough and there's too many machines. And so what is 26.1? The most volume squatting we have ever done in an open workout. And I don't know if the 66 is what got us there, and I'm curious about that. But it is the most volume squatting we have ever done in an open workout.
We'd have to go back, and I'm sure somebody's going to go figure it out, like what it took to get over the hump. But
and the fact that Dave is doing that again and trolling back to the trolls that are trolling him, I like that we're in that place again.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's the kid that back in the 70s or 80s, that his dad catches him smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "Oh, you want to smoke a cigarette? Let's go smoke a cigarette," and makes him smoke a whole pack. "Oh, we don't squat enough? Okay, not a problem. Let's go squat."
Sten says, you think Castro programmed in response to that? Well, the first too many machines video has been out for a while. The other thing is, he could have had the structure of the workout and the peak of that pyramid, he could have made bigger to make it what it was. Right? Because the 66 really doesn't make a lot of sense. Even when you listen to his explanation of the 66,
His explanation of the 66.
Right. I think he could have, because if you watch the behind the scenes of the making of the open workout, they did have a different version, and the peak did change. So he was modifying that up for a little while. And thank you, Vicky. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to let it grow long for a while.
Get that flow going.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 56 and I still have a full head of hair. Let's rejoice in it and be glad.
100%. Write it down. Mark it.
All right. So the second troll. Now, this one is a little more subtle, and I don't know how many people picked up on it. But CrossFit put this out yesterday that Colten won the workout. Tame. Nice little congratulations, Colten Mertens. And then you flip the page. Absolute cinema. If you've been following the CrossFit drama, the rating system that Hiller used to rate Kill Taylor, the top grade was absolute cinema. So the fact that CrossFit Games is using terminology from drama in the space by Hiller and Taylor to describe Colten is freaking epic.
Gotta love it.
It means that their social media staff are paying attention to what's going on.
That is word for word what I was just about to say. Yeah, they're paying attention.
And it is a masterful troll as to what is going on.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard when I saw that.
I'm glad. I'm so happy that they're paying attention, because that means that they're trying to be tuned into what's actually going on, instead of just posting some random, oh, hey, join the open because your friends over, whatever type deal, or this is happening or whatnot. They know we're paying attention to that, for better or for worse, and they're going to play to it because it's going to get more people interested. Good. Well done.
And what's it really going to do? More people are going to follow their page because they are current and they are relevant, and it's not just rehashed old stuff.
No, and then that's going to put their page in front of more people, algorithms who are searching fitness related topics or whatnot. They get more followers. That means that the algorithm pushes them more towards people who might be on the outside looking in and trying to figure out what was going on. It's amazing.
They are speaking to their audience now. Yeah. It's refreshing. Well done, CrossFit. Also noticed in the 26.1 hype video, CrossFit used the Shia LaBeouf "do it" meme. Yeah.
I cannot say enough about it. I hope the next one, the one for next week, is as good as the one for this week. Because the one for this week, with the four of them on there, with the song choice, the movie bits, the ask me about my wiener, the whole thing it's a masterpiece. It really, really is, as far as like reels go. It's probably the best one they've ever done. So I hope next week they just turn it up some more. Put one out with, we're going to, it's Amy and them next week, right?
Yep. Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal. So let's turn it up another notch. And I hope it's just, if not better, at least just as good as the one that for this week was.
Well, and when you make a reel like that and every athlete collaborates on it, then you've done something that they're proud of.
Correct. And
again, CrossFit Media staff for killing it for this announcement. And the numbers are showing it.
Yeah. Jenna, if you're watching, 2 thumbs. Way up. Good job. Yeah. Give yourself one of these.
You know who else has a great thing going on in the open, and that's THIRDZY.
I hear they're running a promo.
Yep. Jazzy gets you 25% off your order. 25%. Normally 15, But during the open, you get 25% off. All you have to do is you use Jazzy at checkout, and you'll get 25% off your order, or go to THIRDZY.com/Jazzy, and you'll get 25% off. But until then, and we have loaded comments on YouTube.
I looked yesterday.
I'm giving away a very rare pack of salted caramel chocolate to one lucky listener who puts THIRDZY is Jazzy in the comments of a YouTube video from Wednesday through Sunday night. On any of those videos, on Monday, we will draw a name, and you will win a fresh, unopened travel pack of THIRDZY salted caramel chocolate.
I'm glad you said unopened.
Unopened.
Unopened. It's still full. It's got all the travel packs still inside of it. So, dude, I went and looked yesterday. Holy smokes. There's a lot of people trying to win that.
There are. Train all of my THIRDZY will be delivered Saturday. Thankfully, I ran out and my sleep has been poop.
Lame.
Yeah. It's.
I will say that if you're not on top of your supplements, because it just happened to me this week. Like I normally buy my protein from a friend of mine because he carries what I use at his gym, and they're in the process of switching over from First Form to I don't remember what the other one was, but I was like, Aiden, what kind of flavors we got? And he's like, we don't have any more. We're switching over to whatever it is. So now I got to actually order from friggin' First Form, where I could have just picked it up. Now I got to wait on shipping. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, Larry, it's not gently used. The THIRDZY is brand new, not gently used. You get an unopened package.
Unopened.
Says every time you say Jazzy, I sing Fresh Prince songs. Larry asked when I'm doing it. So, to be blatantly honest, today is the first day I've started to feel normal since the biopsy. So I'm hoping that later this weekend, I will feel good enough to put an effort in on this thing and get some reps in. I have not done 24-inch box jumps in forever. So it might just be a score of 20, but I'm going to get a score in. It'll be what it is.
Hey, you don't have to jump.
I know, but I have short legs. I am almost 6 feet tall, and my legs are probably shorter than yours. I look like those sausages at the Milwaukee Brewers games that are running around the field with the itty bitty legs and the big tall body.
Ask me about my wiener.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
It tickles me every time I hear it.
I have an inseam of 28 inches.
Okay, yeah, your legs actually are shorter than mine. That's bananas.
And I'm 5'11".
Yeah, and you are clearly taller than I am. We stood next to each other before. Holy shit, that's wild.
Yeah. So there it is. Last thing before we head out of here today, because it is Friday, I want to get you back to your weekend. And that is, there is a new thing coming. We don't know a ton, but we know a little. And that is Xenom. This is a company that appears, this is just my opinion from knowing the little bit that I've seen, appears, I'm going to hit this follow button here so that I can keep following them. They have partnered with CrossFit. They have a buttload of money behind them. Seed money of $15 million to kick this thing off. They're calling it the Decathlon of Fitness.
Saw that.
It is 10 events over 2 days. You sign up, you go, and it's going to be held at stadiums around the world. They've announced Dallas, Miami, Paris, and London. They've announced 3 of the workouts already of the 10. One is a 1-rep max snatch. One is a 3K run into a 2K ski. And one is it's dumbbell snatches, double dumbbell snatch, toes to bar muscle up, and then max ring muscle up to finish.
Yeah, I saw that. That looked rough.
And my partner, Carolyn Prevost, is already looking to sign up. Like, she loves this idea. I truly think this is a flat out competition against High Rocks. It is we've talked about it on this show that CrossFit needs to come up with a community event that travels, is the same thing, and everybody gets to compare themselves on a global leaderboard as it moves around the world. This is exactly that.
Dave said it. Dave's admitted that they should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah. Larry Young says, going to be cool at Cowgirl Stadium. Just note, it is not going to be at Jerry World. This is at the practice facility of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you've never been to an NFL practice facility, they have full stadiums.
Right.
So there is a full stadium there. But it's crazy. But this is going to have weights in it. It's not going to be just running and pushing and pulling. And it has a rig where you're going to be doing toes to bar. It's going to have dumbbells where you're doing dumbbell snatches. It is going to be closer to a full CrossFit style, according to the 3 workouts that have been released.
This is not for High Rocks heroes.
The founder was on with Peter this morning. So if you want to learn more, you can go check that show out later today. And in addition, he is a CrossFit level 2 coach. He's been doing CrossFit for over 10 years. So he is ingrained in the CrossFit space. Chattanooga says, I hate the name Xenom. So here's what I'm thinking. And I've seen the comments, they needed to have a better name. What is X? X is 10 in Roman numerals. This is 10 events. They were trying to find some cute marketing way to have this X as this decathlon 10 event thing to start off the word. And then they just came up with this. So
Someone kept calling him Xerox this morning, which I thought was partially funny and partially just him being him.
Will they do one in conjunction with the games in July? I don't think that it wouldn't be bad if they did it like the weekend before, like right before the age groups went or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think concurrent would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that it's expensive, which for what you get, I kind of understand. 10 events, $450 or $500, whatever it's going to end up being. But what I'm getting at is that to have one in concurrent, like the games are already expensive for people to go to, and they're going to be in California, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know how great of an idea it'd be this year once they get to a different place next year, because I don't feel like they're going back to San Jose next year. I don't think that's going to be a thing. Then maybe, right, somewhere that's a little bit more affordable type deal, but I don't see him doing it this year.
Mark Phillips says, I keep hearing, we are Xenom. Sounds like something from Alien. Sean in Oregon, X plus Phenom. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think the X is there because of the 10. And they just were trying to find a cute word to kind of make out of it. So yeah. And then Sean also says, I missed it. Wall Street Journal had a cover story on High Rocks today. I think High Rocks, again, I've said this on the show earlier this week. It is CrossFit, right? It is a form of CrossFit. I've been to gyms where they have classes that don't have weights to help people leak them into full CrossFit.
Sure.
You just have to meet people where they are. And this is probably a smoother transition from High Rocks to this than to like a full CrossFit thing than straight from High Rocks to CrossFit.
Yeah, because at least this has gymnastics and weightlifting, not just, hey, let's run, throw some crappy wall balls, ski, whatever.
Yeah. I think it's awesome. If it's done right and the people that are behind this have been successful in several things in their lives, I think it has a shot. I'm anxious to go watch Peter's.
And they're partnered up with CrossFit. I think that's a way bigger deal than people are actually mentioning it, right? It's a CrossFit event.
And foundational partner with Rogue.
Yes, even better.
Yes.
So like now you're in our hemisphere of all the things that we are partnered with, and by we I mean HQ type deal. This has potential to blow up and be kind of a big deal. And people see that coming, they go, "Oh, what is that?" And they go look at it and they go, "Oh, that actually looks kind of cool. And what is this? All this other stuff." And then, "Oh, it's partnered with CrossFit. Oh, what is CrossFit?" Anything that's got our name attached to it that is running a shitload of people through it to where it gets attention when it comes to your town, I don't see how it can be a bad thing.
Shanna says, do they have masters? At this point, they do not. And it's only 2,000 athletes per site right now. I think this is proof of concept year.
Right.
They are having individuals. They're having teams of 2 same sex. So it's only 3 divisions: individual, 2 men, and 2 women. And they do have they have 3 levels, like an RX, something else. And then they call their scaled compete. So there are 3 levels that you can sign up for. No masters yet, but I truly think it's proof of concept first year. And then if they see that there's a demand, then it will expand into a bigger hemisphere of athlete type.
Love it.
Oh, interesting. It'll feature a new implement from Rogue. I don't know. But their stuff is really modern. This is their
The decathlon of fitness, 1 competition, 2 days, 10 events in the world, most iconic venues. Compete, get your elite performance index score. See where you rank globally. Enter the ballot now. Dallas, June 2026.
So I think what's interesting is this performance index score.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you give us a score in this community, people want to get the best one they can. Right?
Man, we'll die for points.
And if you establish a score at 1, and you may want to go back to better your score at another. Right?
We're doing the intramural open at the gym, and we got 2 people. One who has not signed up since 2018 for the open, that signed up, came to the workout this morning. David hadn't signed up, he said, in about 6 years, signed up, doing an open specifically because we put them on a team, whether they wanted to be or not, and they didn't want to let their team down and wanted to get points for their team. There were points involved. Okay, cool. I'll give CrossFit $20. I'm sure it did, Arlene.
Arlene says it sucked, Corey. All right. Well, before we head out of here, it's been a fun show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please just hit those buttons. Please. It really does help us out, helps the algorithm out. But one more quick peek. We're up another 1,000. Bam. So we got a couple more days before Monday's deadline date, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific. And you special people in the Central, that'll be 7 p.m. With that, you have till then to submit your scores. We'll see you Sunday night for Sunday Night CrossFit Talk. Joseph wants to know predictions for 26-2. I am nowhere close to that point yet, Joseph. We will hit that probably early next week after all the scores are submitted. But I'm sure Sunday we'll talk about, Carolyn will probably have already done it twice by then. Jamie may or may not be on the show Sunday as it is spring break and they are headed to Florida, or she may be calling us from a balcony somewhere, which she has done in the past.
I seen it.
So, but it'll be Carolyn and I for sure. Carolyn will probably have already done it twice, and she'll give you her impressions. And then we'll get into next week. We'll get into 26.2 and see if they can keep building on this. Yeah, spring break. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Hexy Lover, great show. Now go to work. Exactly. Back to work. And cheers to you, Peter, as well. With that, guys, have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And we will see you on Sunday night CrossFit Talk. Bye.